Thanks for your kindly invitation to this workshop. My name is Henning. And we are both at Digital Services at Gothenburg University Library in Sweden. Let's see if we're trying to change for the next. There it is. So our agenda today, we will first have a short presentation of a university and also a very short presentation of open access in Sweden and at the Gothenburg University Library. And then the main part of this presentation is about mapping of APCs that we've been doing now for 3 years. We will present background, some examples and the practice of this work, results, and then some tips for you. Okay, so University of Gothenburg, our office is located in this beautiful building on the left-hand side. Gothenburg is located on the west coast in Sweden. The University of Gothenburg, we have about 3,500 researchers and doctoral students, and we cover most of the scientific disciplines except technology and engineering. And some words about open access in Sweden. In 2016, the Swedish government presented a research bill stating that all state-funded scientific articles should be open access in 10 years. That is in 2026. But as in other countries, the progress is very slow. In 2017, only about 40% of scientific articles were open access. So the Swedish National Library, they are now coordinating the work towards transforming the transition to open access. And they are also responsible for the library consortia BIBSAM, which negotiates all license agreements in Sweden. And all new agreements must include an open access component, which results that we have many transformative agreements like offset or read and publish agreements. The University of Gothenburg, we have joined agreements with Springer, Taylor and Francis, Cambridge University Press, among others. And in Sweden, we also canceled the Elsevier subscriptions. Perhaps you have heard about this, but this negotiations resumed a couple of weeks ago. So maybe something is happening there. And in these negotiations, it's very important that they have data for the publications costs. So the mapping of APCs are, of course, crucial in the negotiations. So how about mapping APCs at the University of Gothenburg? Well, in 2016, our department was commissioned to carry out an investigation of publication costs for the University of Gothenburg. And this has now been done on a yearly basis for 3 years. And the main reasons for this mapping was to investigate publication costs to avoid this double payments, also increase visibility of costs, and introduce a dedicated account in the system for invoices at university. And the final point, to increase the overall knowledge about publication costs at the university. And this work was a cooperation between the team that Pauline and I work in, the publishing open access team, and also the licensing team at the library. and it also included our finance controller. She was extremely important in this work when we were digging in the financial system. And also we had a person from the Grants and Innovation Office at the University Administration.
Yes, so now I'm going to speak about the methods to find so the first one and most
We can't hear you now.
Sorry, can you hear me?
You must speak louder. Yes. Louder.
Louder?
Even
yeah, even louder.
so how about now?
No.
That was strange. It must...
You Karin, I hear you perfectly, but
That's weird. Is it even better now?
Now it's good.
Okay. So I'm going to speak a bit about the methods we've been using, and the first one and most time-consuming one is method A here on our PowerPoint, and it is searching for APC bills in our invoice system. And what we've done is we looked up 8 publishers that Gothenburg University has published most with, and we went through every invoice connected to them. And while doing this, we've used the experience we have as librarians to review invoices manually and looking for terms such as open access publishing, open access cost, APC, article publishing charge, so on. By doing this, we came up with a minimum cost because we're quite aware that we're not able to find every invoice, but the cost that we do find, we are sure that it's connected to APCs. And as Karin said earlier, our economy controller was highly important because from year 2 and onwards, we had a dedicated account for all of the APCs, which we highly recommend, by the way. With the hope that in the future we'll be able to just look at this account and get a cost. However, we still check all of the invoices manually and also search by publisher because it's not worked in totally yet. And during the first year, we also calculated the cost based on published articles by Gothenburg University and multiplied them with a mean APC to get some sort of a maximum cost. And what our colleagues also have done is ask the publishers themselves for publication data and cost, which you could say have had some varied results. For some publishers, we have gotten very useful data, and for some publishers, we have gotten nothing at all or very little. Yes. So once we've found the invoices and found the information we need, we use Excel sheets to save all of the information, both the information needed for us at the university and the library, and also the data we send to something called Open APC Sweden, which is connected to the larger Open APC initiative, which I'm sure you've heard about. So the most information, the most useful and important information that we save is the DOI, publisher, price, whether it is a hybrid or not, and something that we've chosen to call source. And the source is mainly for us at the library, just to be able to keep tabs on where we have gotten the information from. Is it from the dedicated account? Is it from a publisher search? Or is it data that we have gotten from the publishers themselves? So if you want, we can send this to you and you will get our links, but I'm going to show them as a picture instead. So this is the actual Excel sheets that we have been working in. And as you can see, let's see if I can get this. Yes, exactly. So this is the cost in Swedish. This is the cost in Swedish, sorry. And this is the original cost and what currency it was in. So this is just for keeping tabs of the cost, of course. And then we have the DOI as a link to the article itself. And the last one here says hybrid and then yes or no in Swedish. So this is the information that we send the APC Sweden initiative, and I will show you how it looks there in just a second. Since we took a picture of this, not to be hindered by technology while we present this, a bit of it is missing, but we also have some information. This is local information from our system, just to be sure that we can get rid of any duplicates. And we also have information to the right that you're not able to see about how we found it and just some commentary fields and so forth. Yes, thank you. And department as well, if we want to show the university which department and faculties have paid most money and published most. So this is how the Open APC initiative website, and these are all publications for Sweden by publisher. So as you can see, we spend a whole lot of money on Elsevier and also Springer, which we have a national deal with, as Colin said. And also Wiley, we have some clauses here as well by publisher, as I said. So the next picture is the same data, but instead of divided by publisher, we have it divided by the universities. And as you can see, we have a few larger ones and a few smaller ones. And University of Gothenburg is the red one here. And I should say that while we and many others send data in annually, there is still no data for 2018 in Open APC because they haven't curated it yet. So this is... Sorry, can you still hear and see us?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
That's
great.
the camera. We can't.
It's been black, but then we'll continue.
Great.
Yes, so this is the amount until 2017. And if we were to click on University of Gothenburg, we would have this result. So this is all of the APCs for University of Gothenburg up until 2017 divided by journal. Yes. Yes, exactly. And this is
Yes. Okay. This is a chart for number of articles and publications costs for the last 3 years. So as you can see, the amount has increased very much between 2017 and 2018. But we think that this is a result of that we now have a dedicated account in the financial system. So we better can track the APC costs. The red line here is the number of peer-reviewed articles, and you can see it's increasing quite in a even rate. So we think that we were under-reporting the APCs for 2016 and 2017 because we couldn't find all the invoices in our financial system. And you see, it's quite a lot of money we're spending on APCs. It's almost 12 million Swedish crowns, that is about yeah, thanks. One.
We do.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So our last slide here. Can you hear me well?
Yeah,
yes?
We can hear you well, but
yeah.
Your colleague is quite low on voice.
Okay.
So if she wants to say something, she needs to come closer to the microphone.
That's right. Okay.
How about now?
No, it's still not good.
Okay, that's very, very strange. Okay, I take the last one. So our experience and lessons learned here. The first important thing is that to build a multifunctional team. You have to cooperate between, if you are separating the teams for licensing and subscriptions and open access, it's very important that you work together. And also we have seen that introducing a dedicated account for APC invoices are extremely important. And one thing that I think many research libraries have problems with is information researchers, but try to use your networks to inform researcher so that the information doesn't just come from the library. Also, we've seen that these results can be used in negotiations. We have now an ongoing negotiation for a gold open access deal, and then we can look at the figures from the publisher and relate them to our figures to see if they're add up so they don't try to. Yeah, and also it's a possibility to use this knowledge to reallocate costs and focus on healthy open access publishing. We have an ongoing proposition for an open access fund sponsoring gold open access. It has not yet been decided, but we hope that it will. And also that the whole university need to be aware of these high costs for open access publishing. And the researchers has to be aware about it. And we also seen that this work has clarified the role of librarians. We are the experts in this area, but we need to cooperate within the library. That's extremely important.